The debate commission is going to be making a few changes for the next two presidential debates coming up. Now, is that a really good thing or not? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal, back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show. One word, hit that like button down below, and most definitely crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this conversation because this is something very interesting and very new. All right. Now, here it is. There's been speculation. There's been talks about the last presidential debate that happened on Tuesday. And let me say this, okay? We all know that Tuesday was kind of a cluster F. You know what I mean? It was just a disaster. All right. A lot of people could sit here and say, obviously, there are arguments going on either side, basically saying who went home with the W. You know what I mean? Was it Biden that stayed strong, or was it Trump staying strong? Who was the one who brought home the W? Either one, either way you look at it, doesn't matter. We all know that Trump was going ham in interrupting, and there was a lot of interruptions, even with Chris Wallace trying to moderate and try to ask questions. Trump was consistently interrupting. Even Biden had his moments as well. So anyway, the debate commission has now has had enough and has now said that they're going to be making a few changes for the next two remaining debates. And one of the main things that they're going to be implementing, that they're contemplating about implementing, let me just say that, is cutting off microphones if either party refuse to obey the rules of letting people speak when they are asked a question. Now, here it is. We already know that we already know what happened on that day. We already know what happened on Tuesday. President Trump went in and he was going in. You know, his lasers, his tasers, his focus was set on Biden, and all he cared about was just having the upper hand. And I get it. That was his tactic. His tactic was to try to trip up Biden. You know, maybe if he goes and talks over him and all that stuff, it'll trip him up to the point where he won't be able to get his points across. Biden had his moments too where he interrupted Trump, but it was nowhere near as much as Trump was on Biden whenever he spoke, especially on top of that. Christopher Wallace, God bless his soul, man. God bless that dude. Because anybody who was doing that thing, I mean, they should have had somebody on there that has zero tolerance for none of Trump's interruptions and none of Trump's BS, you know. But I feel bad for Chris Wallace because here it is. He was sitting there. He's trying to do his damn thing. He's trying to moderate. And you could even see in moments, it's like he almost forgot what he was trying to ask. He lost his place in where he was, like in the middle of questions and all that, because you had somebody like Trump consistently interrupting. So it was hard to have a concise debate when you have somebody who is just going in like a mug, y'all. Okay. Now, the thing is, then you also got Biden on the other side too, where he's probably a traditionalist, used to the old school way of debating. Trump is kind of a new way of, he goes in on it as if it's like an argument. You know what I'm saying? It's just an argument between two people and that's it. You know, there is no moderator. There is no, hey, you have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. No, it doesn't exist in Trump's world. Now, my question to you is this. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think that cutting off the microphones is going to change anything in regards to handling this situation? Because here it is. No matter what, Trump has a fairly powerful voice. He can be heard. So it doesn't even matter if he turns off that microphone. Biden's still going to hear him talk. You see what I'm saying? Now, I know that Biden's a little bit more soft-spoken, so maybe you won't hear him if he gets cut off, right? But if they were to cut off President Trump's microphone, do you think it's going to be effective? That's the question I leave off to you guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, because here it is. I do agree. That debate was a cluster. Was a disaster. It was a cluster F. You know what I'm saying? And pardon, I'm trying to censor my own self, but at the same time, it was an absolute disaster. Now, the thing is that what I'm really interested in is I want to hear Trump and I want to hear Biden both be able to speak within their 2 minutes within their required 2 minutes and be able to speak on what their plans are about moving this country forward. I'm not interested in hearing two grumpy old men like like that movie Grumpy Old Men, like part 3 or something like that. I'm not interested in listening to them bicker and try to sling insults at each other. I want to hear the facts. I want to hear what their plans are. I want to hear what they're going to do in regards to how they're going to push this country forward. As I've said a million times in all my other videos, be sure to check out my other videos if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. But in my other videos, I've already said, we are sick and tired of hearing the BS. We want to hear the facts. We want to hear what your plans are. We don't want to hear the arguments between you guys and all that. I understand that, the campaign promos and all those commercials that you guys have put out, I'm sure made both of y'all feel some type of way. So when you got time finally to see each other on the same platform at the same time, it's going to make you feel some type of way. I get that. You're going to want to address a few things that, a few of the things that were addressed in some of those videos and some of those commercials. But at the same time, let's get down to brass tacks, y'all. Let's get straight to the point and let's hear the actual facts and what your plans are in regards to moving and pushing this country forward. That's all we care about. We have a lot of people who are fighting for their jobs still, fighting this pandemic, fighting for inequality out in the streets. What are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for the entire country? Because the entire country is in shambles now, and we need to find out who is going to be the right one that's going to be able to help rebuild this country and put this country back to where it was before. How about this? Not in shambles. Okay, I know our country's all messed up and we got a lot of issues and a lot of things that we need to figure out, but we are worse off than we ever have been in a long time. We need somebody who can lead. And if you need to cut off those microphones, bruh, please do so I can actually hear these guys actually have a conversation and hear what they're going to do. I think that idea is a great bloody idea. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think that they should cut off the microphones? Is this a smart decision? Is this the right way to do this or nah? Comment down below. Hit that like button and most definitely please crush that subscribe button. I'm working my way to 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there, y'all. Please hit that subscribe button. That would really mean the world to me. Anyway, I got to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.